Welcome to Geronimo Jacksbeard, a Lost podcast.
This is episode 610.
I thought I'd start saying that, a Lost podcast.
Right, I know. The package.
The package.
Couple of things to discuss before we get into our listener emails.
All right, yes. First up, I don't have a Facebook or personal Twitter account or a MySpace page anymore. So when you see them on those social networking sites, you don't have to post anything thinking that it's me because I'm not going to read them because it isn't me.
Right. A lot of people have sent emails asking if certain Facebook profiles are Jorge or other people, and I posted something on the Facebook page saying that Michael Emerson, Jorge, and Josh Holloway, none of them have any type of social networking on the internet. And, I'm pretty sure that the only people who do it... Who did you say had it? Harold?
Does he?
And,
I thought Daniel might. I think Daniel, he probably did one.
I feel like Daniel has a fan page.
Okay.
Like Rebecca Mader has a fan page, but it's not like... I don't know if it's run by them.
I thought Daniel had one. It's kind of like when both Daniel and I, when we started our MySpaces, we were both kind of there to have our official presence on that site because, to avoid people who were trying to pretend to be us.
Right.
But, I'm not doing any of that.
Okay, the other thing that we wanted to clear up was that Cafe Press. We learned this week from a fan there was another link on Cafe Press with our logo, and the prices were higher, and they were making money off of our stuff. And so we just wanted people to know that if you do want to buy GJB merchandise, just go to the GJB blog and go to the link on the right-hand side of that page, and that's the only place that official GJB merchandise should be bought.
Yeah, so that's Geronimo Jacksbeard is one word, .blogspot.com.
Right.
Because it's like, what, it was like $5 more?
It was a lot. It was like, our t-shirts are $14.99, and they were selling them for $22.
Yeah, because we're not trying to make any money off of this. It's just,
right.
The logo was donated from a friend of ours, and it's kind of
crappy
that someone took her work and is now trying to make a buck off of it.
Right.
When we just kind of wanted to put it out there to just kind of let you guys have it if you wanted it. So don't overpay for any of our stuff.
A few other emails we've gotten. People are asking us if we're going to do a podcast, or if we would please do a podcast based on after season 6 ends, if we would do one for seasons 1 through 5. We're not going to do it, so you don't have to ask anymore. We're not going to do any of them, any of the other seasons. Another question that we get often is who is the intro music of our show. That was provided by Jared Mathis. Specifically for us. He emailed us asking us if we wanted intro music. We sent him an email back saying, give us something a little, psychedelic-y, and that's what he came up with, and it's awesome.
Yeah, he did it quick. It was like by the second show, we already had intro music or something.
Yeah. So, Jared Mathis.
Thank you, Jared.
If you are interested in his music, I guess you could find him on Facebook or something. Another email that we've gotten most recently is regarding what is the cutoff date for sending fan mail to the studio.
I'm not really sure. We're shooting until like the 15th or 16th. So, ideally, if you got in by April 7th or something like that, like the week before, would be great.
So next week.
That office is going to stay open a little longer. They will be gathering fan mail, and at some point I'm probably going to get a phone call to see where they should send it. The catch is right now I don't know where that place would be. So, if you still want to send fan mail, get it out now,
Yeah.
and I'll try and respond it all before I move away, I guess.
So we have read the finale.
Yes, everything but the last act.
Right. They didn't include the very end. So we still don't know exactly what's happening at the very, very end, but
Yeah.
we have read it. And what are your thoughts?
I like it. I'm very satisfied.
Me too. And just, as far as questions that certain people email, we're just not going to be able to...
Speculate?
Yeah. We're not going to be able to
we
answer certain questions now that we know the ending, basically.
Right. Yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, we kind of have to leave the speculation to stuff we've already recorded. And anything else, we're just going to have to bow out of those conversations.
Exactly. All right. We just have one thing that we wanted to...
Give a shout out to Yanea. There's a Janea.
Yanea. We don't know
Happy
exactly
anniversary. Congratulations.
how to pronounce your name. All we know is that we love you.
He's going to like that.
Yeah. All right, listener emails. Dan Thompson from Bradford, England asks, how does the filming of the show work with all of the characters that don't appear regularly? Do they have to fly people over for single appearances, keep flying them over a few times a season, or do they plan ahead and film a load? Basically, he's asking, like tonight's episode with Kimi, and he was in 606. Like, they're wondering if they filmed all of that at once while he was in town.
No, I mean, usually we shoot a script at a time, and with a little overlap. So, yeah, if you're a guest on the show, yeah, he would have to have been flown out on a separate occasion to come and work on the show. Otherwise, they would have had to pay him for all the time in between. And they didn't know he was going to appear, at what point he would reappear. So it was kind of like, there'd be no point to keep him here and pay him on the chance that they're going to use him again. So they kind of waited for him to show up in the script again before they started probably arranging to get them out here again. Does that make sense?
Yeah, makes sense.
Emmylou of Norwich, England. Why are you laughing? Is there any one scene out of the entire 6-season run that you have had trouble with, whether it was remembering your lines or not cracking up, or that just seemed to take forever to complete? There were a couple scenes that seemed to take forever to complete, but I can't think of them right now. And there was a scene today that was, it was just a lot of work, but I can't really get into what it was.
Yeah.
So we'll have to save that question for later.
All right, Ina from Germany wants to know, how funny / sexy was it to shoot that scene with Naked Desmond in season 3?
I wouldn't call it funny or sexy to shoot the scene. We kept it very professional.
Really? Because when we got this email the other day and you were talking about it, you said it was really sexy.
I did, maybe.
I think you were joking,
maybe
obviously.
Daniel Allen. I was at Gecko's Comics a while back, and I was looking to buy Settlers of Catan. The store owner had told me that you used to play it on set. Is that true? On set? No. You know how hard it's been for me to try to get someone to play Settlers of Catan with me?
Ugh.
Man, Beth had no interest to play it. I had to wait till my cousin came out to visit to finally start playing a version with people. I played it on Xbox Live and I played it on my iPhone, but this was the first time I actually got a chance to play it with people. So I love the game, but I just can't get people to play it with me because
it's nerdy game.
It's a great game. Shut
Not
up.
as awesome as Rummy Cube. Dan Hadaway from Philadelphia says he was just wondering what happened to the pieces of the statue that were seen in the water after the black rock smashed through the statue. Now, we discussed this with Rachel and Megan when they were
Wha-
here, because we were all like, wait a minute, what happened to it? And Rachel
Oh,
said,
what happened to the head? Like Tower's
all
head?
the rest
Where's
of
his
it.
head?
And Rachel said, oh, I just figured it ended up in the water. Now, when I went back and rewatched that episode, because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I took that as, okay, whatever.
Right.
But when you go back and rewatch the episode, you see the giant chunks of it sticking out of the water and on the land a little bit.
Right.
So what, they just vanished?
No, I got pulled into the ocean, probably.
No way.
Way, totally happens.
A giant chunk of statue got pulled into the ocean?
Why do you think we
don't-
had to move off the beach we were at?
So you think that the fuselage floated away?
No, it didn't float. It just got dragged into the ocean.
And then what? Sank?
Well, it didn't float. It just got dragged into the ocean, and then eventually the erosion of the sand pulled it further in, and then...
See, I feel like the statue is like, would be more like if it was a giant chunk of this statue and it, I don't know. I feel like it would stay there, like ancient ruins kind of.
Maybe it's under the dirt then. Maybe something will happen where, like, it's like, oh, it's just a statue head. Abby from Princeton, New Jersey. One thing that bothered me was that Richard is good, all caps, and against murder. How come he helped Ben facilitate and execute the purge on Dharma Initiative?
Yeah.
What do you mean he's good and against murder?
Because in his episode,
Yeah,
he's all like, he accidentally murdered this guy and he's
right.
terrified that he's gonna go to hell for it. Right?
Okay. Because that's what the priest told him.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Okay.
like, I don't think that, I don't know, I didn't...
The bad priest, right? Go on.
I'm just wondering I and Abby are wondering, did Ben plan the purge, or did Jacob plan the purge? Did Jacob go to Richard and say, you have to purge all these people? I can't see Jacob doing that. That would be a Man in Black type of thing.
Yeah, maybe, but I think the Dharma Initiative perhaps was not working for the benefit of the island, and they had to be wiped out.
So you think it was Jacob?
No, because Jacob, I don't think, is as hands-on as you think he is.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, keep in mind that Jacob never spoke to Ben, even though Ben claimed all these things were Jacob's will.
Right, but Jacob spoke to Richard, that's what I'm saying. And Richard comes out after the purge looking like, yep, we did this. Like it's nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like Jacob spoke to Richard a long time ago, and
You don't think Jacob and Richard have talked since
I don't think
Ab
they have,
Eterno?
I don't think they had regular meetings, him or the Man in Black.
Oh, I think so.
No, I don't.
All right, David from New York. With old television shows like V and Knight Rider having been remade, how would you feel about a Lost remake in 20 years?
It'd be great to watch. I'd love to see what someone came and would do if they would like reboot us in some cool way. Yeah, I'd be into it. Like maybe Lost in space. Oh wait, never mind. Giuseppe from Palermo, Italy. I was wondering, will we ever see Ben sorry hearing about Juliet's death? Like, will we ever see Ben mourn Juliet's death?
I wondered about that too.
Really? You think he would mourn her death?
Yeah, because he was so into her.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was... Oh, yeah. Well, okay, no, you won't. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, we don't see
I mean,
it. We haven't seen
I
it.
think he kind of crushed on her,
Unless
maybe.
it's in that last 10 pages or whatever.
Yeah, I
The
think he kind
finale.
of crushed on her, but I don't think it was like... I don't think he was in love with her.
Oh, I do, because he's like, you're mine. I don't think that
Oh.
was a crush. I think that was creepy, like,
Yeah, it's
obsessive.
a crush, like that
Well-
Crush movie.
Bo Wisniewski of Michigan is just wondering what each of us is currently listening to, or if we have any bands to suggest.
The Pogues. The Pogues box set that I bought is kind of what I've been listening to lately.
I always suggest Rufus Wainwright, Andrew Bird, Regina Spektor, and the Beatles.
Yeah, because he only listens to 4 things over and over again.
No, I listen to
But-
Christmas music.
Let me suggest, if I can make a suggestion of something that I love and might just be my favorite CD from last year is
In December, drinking horchata. That?
no, actually Deer
Oh.
Tick.
Oh.
I think the album's called Born on Flag Day.
Oh.
It's I like that CD a lot.
And I suggest The Time Life Treasury of Christmas, volumes 1 and 2.
Oh no.
You know what, though?
What?
That goes perfect with this podcast because
Oh, it was Christmas time.
yeah, we recorded this podcast on December 26th last year, and this is our Christmas podcast.
That's great.
We apologize for the incessant sniffling
I was sick.
and other things sounds you might hear. Here it is.
It's Geronimo Jacksbeard, episode 610, The Package. This is...
That's a funny title.
You like it?
The Package.
This is
Get it?
us,
Get
we're
it?
recording on... Yeah, I get it. Thanks.
Season's greetings.
This is Jorge, with me as always, Psychic 22,
Psychic 22, the red-nosed reindeer.
reporting from Milwaukee,
Wisconsin.
the day... How many Milwaukees are there?
There's one in, like, either Oregon or Washington or one of those areas up there. Oregon, Washington, Wyoming, somewhere in there. But it's spelled, like, with an I-E.
I'll be
So-
sniffling throughout the show. I'm sorry. And,
Yes, H1N1.
right. And, what else?
It's 23 degrees outside.
Yeah.
Maybe less now.
And
We are bundled.
it's snowing outside. Well, it's not.
been.
It's not snowing, but it snowed outside.
It's
And
been
that's
snowing for a while. A few days.
kind of new for me.
Yeah, Jorge has been spending lots of time outside, staring at the snow,
Stepping on it.
stepping on the snow, touching the snow. We're gonna go sledding on Monday,
Hopefully,
probably.
it's the day after Christmas. It's Boxing Day,
Yep. Happy Boxing Day
and
in April.
yeah, whenever this airs. Happy belated Boxing Day.
So, what else? Today,
Recording from the bedroom that we're using.
recording from the bedroom of Ma Shady. What did we do today? We went to the Apple Holler, which is always a grand time, and we saw a real reindeer. Like
Saw
it
two
had-
reindeer.
It had. Is it called the reindeer?
Yeah, those are reindeer.
Because I always thought reindeer were fake.
No, reindeer are real. They can't fly though.
Oh.
And they don't have a shiny nose.
So there's this place called the Apple Holler that we went to that had delicious hot apple cider
Yeah.
and
We even took some apple butter home with us.
apple butter and caramels. And then we went to the Safe House, which is an awesome bar
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
that, like, you have to have the password to get into the place, and then the secret wall opens, and then you go down the stairs into the bar, and then to get out, you have to, like, get the code
Put a quarter in and get a
to
code.
the payphone. That's always been a favorite place of mine since I was a kid. And then we played Werewolf Game
Yeah.
and had Ned's Pizza. That's a classic Milwaukee day today. So do you want to talk about the package?
Sure, let's talk about the package. Alright, first off, I always like to check the cast list. Mm-hmm. Seeing that Alan Dale returned, Kevin Durant returned, Anthony Azizi, and Andrew Divoff.
Mm-hmm, that was...
Patchy.
But yeah, Mikhail came back, which was interesting to see that he has a link to the Freighter guys.
In the alternative world.
Yeah,
Right. We see the POV of
Seamus. Let me find out it's
yeah, well, I assumed it would be Wilmer's team. So Demon Lock needs the candidates to leave the island together so he can get off too?
He says that he needs the Azura plane to get off the island.
Right.
Why can't he take the sub? He's not allowed to go touch the water or something?
I don't know, maybe he doesn't like boats like you.
No, like why does he need to take the Azure plane? And so he's 3 people shy. So he obviously needs Lapidus, because who else would be able to fly the plane, right?
Sure.
But what other 2 people does he need? Why does he need 3 more people? Do you know what I mean? He needs to recruit who? You?
Well, or
And Jack or something? Oh Jesus!
3 more people, right?
Who does he have so far? Sawyer, right? Does he have Jin? No.
You mean does he actually have them, or are they
No,
with him?
Saeed, Claire. Yeah, I don't understand the 3. That was one thing that I wrote down where I was like, he's 3 people shy of getting off the island. Like, how many people does he need? And why does he have to take the plane? Is there some, like...
Maybe he has to take all the
contract?
candidates with him.
But that's what I'm saying, is there would be more. It'd be more than 3.
Why?
He needs... What, do you think Demon Lock knows how to fly an airplane? I would think he'd need Lapidus. Wasn't there something about that? About Lapidus flying the
I don't know, maybe. But I think he needs Jack, Hurley, and Sun.
So not Kate? Because Kate isn't part of that, is it?
Kate's not on the list.
Oh, man.
Kate's been crossed off already. What?
Why? Why is she crossed off?
I don't know why she's crossed off.
So he needs to take the candidates because
Maybe
that way
there's
there's
something
no
like,
one left?
Yeah, and, the candidates, the goal right now is that one of the candidates is going to replace Jacob. So if all the candidates that are available to replace Jacob are gone, then the island, maybe, if he leaves with all the candidates, the island sinks to the bottom of the ocean.
Why would it sink?
I don't know.
And how would it sink? Isn't it an
'Cause,
island that's...
it sinks because hope floats.
What? Oh my god. Are you drunk on cough syrup?
I didn't take any cough syrup. Should I just move on to my next subject?
Yeah, you can, because I'm looking at my notes. I'm looking at my notes right now.
So Sun and Jin are not married.
Right, which I don't understand the point of that, but I guess...
I was sitting there thinking, wow, Daniel's going to have to go from speaking English to speaking broken English. And speaking Korean this whole episode, so it's going to be tough.
Wait, when does he speak broken English? Well, Yunjin does too, because she like loses her memory or whatever, and she can't
Right.
speak English, but she can write it.
Yeah.
That was weird too. No, but okay, so they're not married, and so like the whole thing is set up so that it's like, you think it's gonna be one room, and it's like, oh no, 2 rooms. Oh, why? Because we're not married. But then they really are like, they really want to be.
They're still hooking up. Yeah.
Big time. She's like, do you want me to unbutton my button? Or no, to button my button?
Yeah.
How about this button? And this one, pling, 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 pling. Naked. And then, the whole thing comes out where she's like, it was my plan all along. I saved up all this money and came to America, right?
Uh-huh.
We know she knows English, right?
Right.
She's like, it's like shady or whatever. But my thing is, did she still learn English from that bald dude? And if so, did she still have an affair with him?
I don't know.
Even though they're not married, it's still, not cool if you're with some guy.
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
I don't know.
What's your theory?
Don't have one.
Is that guy dead?
I don't know.
Because he died before. I just wonder.
I don't know.
But then, like, and why is her dad such a douche? Like, why did he... Okay, he's a douche because, like, okay, they left America to deliver this watch or whatever for him, but then, what was that?
I don't know.
Hello? Oh. But then they find out, but basically, like, they were set up to go to America for him to be executed or assassinated.
Right.
Or I guess it's not assassination.
Right.
He's not the president or anything. He's just some fisherman's son.
Right.
But
I wrote, Oh yeah, the scene with the button. I wrote, "It's sexy time."
It's sexy time with Jen and Son. But why couldn't he just, if he wanted to, if he doesn't like this guy so bad, he knows that he's having sex with his daughter and he hates him so much and wants to kill him. Why
Right.
couldn't he have just done it in South Korea? Why did he have to send them to America with this money that eventually, actually ends up getting confiscated by the customs people, which I don't understand. Did they ever say why they were pulled aside at customs in the first place, or was it just like one of those random checks?
I don't know.
Jorge always gets wanded at the airport. Always.
Well, no. First of all, when
You gotta stop moving on this bed. It's crumpling. It's making that
I
crumpling
know it's
noise.
noisy. Okay, first of all, someone with my name is on the no-fly list, so when
we
you
check
check in, they usually got to call up and
Make
get
sure
the
he's not a
okay that I'm not
terrorist.
that guy.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, I do get wanded a lot
Every time.
and felt up as they go through. Not
Totally.
wanded, yeah. I just
And
get
I'm
patted
like,
down. I get patted
Why are you
down.
touching my boyfriend? Why you gotta pat him so much?
And one time I remember getting
Why you gotta
patted
pat him
down,
right
and the
there?
guy was asking me if I was on Lost while he was patting me down. I'm like, dude,
And he was like,
this is not.
Spread your legs.
What makes you think
Are you
this
on
is
Lost?
this is the time when I want to go have this conversation?
yeah, but you always get wanded. I am curious to know, actually, if there's anybody out there who's listening right now who has seen us, or Jorge by himself, or anybody else from the show on a flight. Is there a part of you that actually is nervous because they're on a show about a plane crash? Because we've had people
Come
come
on.
up to us and be like,
A lady came up to us recently.
Yeah.
And, oh yeah, we were
she
getting on the
said,
plane.
I wish
Come
you
on here.
weren't on my plane.
Yeah, I hope you're not on my flight.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it's like a joke or whatever.
Yeah, she's just being funny.
But I do get nervous sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes. Well, I get nervous all the time. I'm scared of flying.
Right.
But it is kind of like, wouldn't that be ironic? Like, Jorge Garcia and his girlfriend died in a plane crash from Hawaii, into the Pacific.
Right. Right. Like Scotty and getting anthrax. Same kind of thing. It'd be,
Oh, that'd be so crazy.
it'd be too weird.
Scotty got anthrax. He didn't, did he?
No,
Okay.
no, but I think I once heard something like he got a bunch of like whatever the antidote for it is, just in case.
Are you serious? Because he thought somebody was going to say
Yeah,
it to
I
him?
haven't actually asked him that. I'll have to see.
Oh, crap.
Okay, wait. Before we get to what you were saying about
The button?
sexy time,
Sexy time?
Jin made a break for it. He got hit with a tranquilizer. So did Sawyer. They take Jin, because I'm guessing they have an interest in the candidates as well. What did you think?
No. Well, there's that thing about the slip of paper.
What?
Jin, when you're talking about when they take Jin to room 23, Zoe comes up to him and says, "Is this your signature?" Remember that part? You
Go
don't remember
on.
that part?
Refresh me.
She says, "Is this your signature?" And it's actually a Dharma slip with his name, his signature on it.
Oh,
And it's
from like the
regarding the
70s?
grid maps and the
Yeah.
pockets of
Right?
electromagnetism.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Like, Widmore needs to know where these pockets are.
Okay.
Or something having to do with that, but why?
I don't know.
And why wouldn't he know where it is? I mean, he spent all that time on the island, like years and
From
years
before,
and years.
but before the Dharma Initiative. No, wait.
No, he was there during Dharma Initiative.
Oh, he
wasn't
was.
he?
But he was in the
Was
other
the-
group.
What other group?
He was with the opposing group, right?
What are you talking about? Opposing group?
Well,
The
Widmore.
others? The hostiles?
Yeah, he was with the hostiles, as opposed to being with Dharma.
What is going
She's
on?
water picking.
Oh!
It's a water pick going on in the background.
I'm like, what is going on?
We
It's not like a
can't.
tea
We
kettle.
cannot avoid extraneous noises in our
No
podcast.
matter where we are. We are in a house right now that has
We are
walls.
going to have to one day record in a
doors.
real studio that had like foam on the walls and something like that.
No
and you'd
way.
still find squeaky chairs.
This
or
is way
something.
more fun. People totally want to know about my mom's water picking.
Yeah, totally. So what else?
No, but wait, what were we talking about? Oh, so why would Widmore want to, or what is the whole thing with, is this your signature? So basically they're wanting to know, like, is this where these electromagnetic pockets are? on the island? Is that going to have something to do with beating the evil?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
You.
Yes, the smoke can't go in the submarine.
Why?
Because it's bound by water.
What do you mean it's bound by water?
The smoke is bound by water. Yeah.
Why? What are you talking about? Was that said?
Yeah.
When?
Page 30.
It's in the script? This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like, because the smoke can't just fly off the island on his own smoke power.
Well, I knew that.
He's bound by the ocean. Right?
Right. So what's the difference, though, of getting in a submarine and flying away?
Because you have to get out across the water to get into a submarine.
Oh.
At some point, to get to a submarine, don't you have
to step onto the... You mean like to walk out on the pier? But the pier is still part of the island.
He's bound by water.
I don't know. That doesn't make any sense.
You still have to... There's still a moment you got to cross water, I think.
Maybe he's scared of water, like me.
You still got to cross the water at some point to get on the submarine.
I don't think that runway is going to be able to handle that plane taking off on it. I don't think the Azure plane is going to be used.
I don't think it's totally finished.
What? What's totally finished?
You don't think the Azure plane... Well, maybe,
well, they say in this script
they have to go destroy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nestor. Albert. Yeah, okay, so hold on. They're sitting around the kitchen talking, and they still haven't left yet. I thought they said they were going to go get Richard. And they're still hanging around the kitchen.
Who? I don't have.
Remember, Ilana was like, we got to go get Richard, right? They're all sitting around the campfire, and they're talking about how he doesn't age and stuff. But I thought the plan was they were all going to go get him. Yeah, that's pretty simple, right? When I go off to find Richard, it's kind of like I thought they were going to be going off to find him, not find him, and I find him. And they were basically talking about...
In 609?
Yeah, in 609. Mm-hmm. And they're like, don't worry, Hurley will bring him back. And I was like, how'd they even know? I didn't tell them where I was going.
Right.
I walked right past him on the fireplace. Fire pit thing.
Fireplace. That's the man.
Did they know where I went? Really? I mean, the last thing I shot was passing by him. Son just wants to weed in peace.
Well, she has that freak out in the garden that totally reminded me of season 1 when she's like screams because she can't find her wedding ring or whatever.
Right.
Or is that season 2?
Or what about when Jin freaked out in the garden?
Jin freaked
her garden out.
He freaked out her garden?
Yeah, didn't he destroy her garden?
Remember when he freaked her garden?
I think he destroyed it one time.
Oh. Yeah, why did he do that? He did destroy it.
Frustrated.
But the first time, when she first freaked out on it, she freaked out on her garden, and then Locke comes up and he's like, hey, what's up, weirdo?
Right.
But this time it was Jack, and then she's totally kind of mean to Jack, like, whatever, just kind of pissed off kind of thing.
Yeah, she's getting sick of this whole thing.
Yeah, she's sick of it. She's like, I want to see my man.
By the way, if you're being chased, just run. Don't look back. Just run until you can't run anymore, and then look back. Because if you look back, you're going to get caught up with, or you're going to hit a tree.
Yeah, but I think it's just instinct to look back, because you want to see how well you're doing.
At one point in the script, I thought, wait a minute, is Ben like Demon Locke in disguise?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, I thought about it. And I don't remember
How
the details because I don't have the script with me, but...
Wait, you mean so then you mean the Man in Black jumped into Ben's body or something? Or
No, I don't know, he tied Ben up somewhere and he pretended to be Ben.
But he can't pretend to be something
It's not true, it's not true. Why not?
Because everybody that we've seen him be has died. And Locke had to die. Remember? You're going to have to die, John. And it was the Man in Black who told Richard Albert to tell John that.
So you can only pretend to be dead people.
I think he can.
It's an interesting little stipulation that he has.
I think he can only take on the form.
I can only do the presidents that have passed away. I can only do...
Yeah, I can't do Clinton, but I can do...
they have to have died on the island? Is that what we're thinking?
No, because Christian didn't die on the island.
But his body was there. Their dead bodies have to be on the island.
But that's the thing is, if he was... We just had this discussion. Oh, Isabella. If he took the form of Isabella's body wasn't on the island, nor did she die on the island. So
oh, right.
I don't think they have to be on the island. I just think they have to be dead.
Okay.
But then why would they need to bring John Locke's dead body to the island? Because remember, Ben is like, we're going to have to bring him too, John. Or Jack. In season 4 or season 5. No, season 4. Oh my god. Season 5? I don't know. Wait.
Kimi comes to the door.
Yeah, Kimi.
The return to room 23. Oh, yeah, you already talked about that. They want you to help with the map.
I don't like
You see, you
room
just
23.
jump ahead. I go in order of the episode.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Claire with Locke.
I'm more spontaneous. I'm like,
Claire with Locke.
fun,
1.
see my pants
Kate gets
kinda
on the plane. Whatever happens, happens.
What is that? Kate gets on what plane? What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Oh, when. That's supposed to be when, I think. Even though I typed it, I still typed 1.
What?
Oh, yeah, Claire with Locke. You know how Claire's talking about she's going to kill Kate? And then Locke says...
When?
When Jin was
Like
caught.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh my god, why are you bringing this up?
Well, because then Claire says, hey, what happens when when Kate gets on the plane? And Locke says, whatever happens, happens.
When Kate gets on what plane?
The plane, the Ajir plane that they're supposedly going to fly off in.
Oh, to leave the island.
Says, whatever happens, happens was an episode I liked on the show called Lost.
So wait, what is your point of that? That Claire is gonna kill Kate on the airplane?
Yeah.
What?
She's gonna shoot her out of the airlock. Do they do
what?
that? Do they do that on planes?
What does that mean?
Shoot them out of the airlock?
Yeah.
It's the way they were killing people on BSG. They put them in the airlock, and then they suck them out to space.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Kimi was kind of doing like a little kind of a reservoir,
that's what I meant.
reservoir dog scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How crappy was that though to be like, I need you to take this money to someone, and be like, it's a secret. If that someone is your hitman, he's gonna kill you. Why is that guy such a jerk?
Kimi?
No,
Opaque.
the dad.
Yeah.
I hate him.
Listen.
Oh, I hate him.
Listen, I don't have a daughter, but if some guy...
Jin is nice. He's never done anything wrong.
If some son of a fisherman...
Yeah, that's the only thing. It's
If
not
some
like...
son of a fisherman was making her undo buttons...
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
I mean, what has obviously the dad knows that they were having an affair because Kimi says that later, doesn't he?
Right.
Like, your dad knows about
Right.
a little love.
Right.
But, like, why?
Well, first he says, don't worry, I'll keep your secret.
Right.
And I say, guess what? Secret's out.
Why does he have to be so mean? And why does he have to kill him? Or try to get him killed? And
Some people are mean. I have no idea whose side Widmore is on anymore.
Yeah, I honestly don't understand what's going on.
There's a part where it says, consider the gauntlet effing thrown.
The what?
The gauntlet.
What was that?
The gauntlet effing thrown.
What was that?
Thinking of bed noises.
No, it wasn't.
What was it? Did you pass gas?
What is that? Dude, it sounds like you're cracking hard candy back there. Crunch, crunch. Don't move! You're making it stink!
Well, we know this won't be... We know this won't make the show.
Yeah, right.
I'm deleting this.
No, you're not.
Yep.
Nope.
Digital camera scene. What was that?
Digital camera?
Going to see the package.
Oh, digital camera is when the guy's like, let me show you pictures of your daughter that you've never seen.
Oh, yeah, right.
Widmore says that. And then he's like, and let me show you my package.
Right.
Boom!
We're all pretty sure it was Desmond by now.
Yeah, I thought it would be when I first read the last script, and I
Right.
was like, the door, something's behind the door. What could it be? Who could it be? And then I was like, it's got to be Desmond. Who else would it be?
Right.
And then it was like, at the very end of this episode, it was like, Desmond's the package. Desmond is Widmore's package.
As soon as Mikhail showed up, I knew he was going to lose an eye.
Oh, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, I did. I was like, oh, this is gonna...
And he speaks Korean? What the heck?
He spoke a lot of language. He spoke
Yeah.
Russian on the show,
I
right?
know.
Or at least he understood it.
No, he spoke it too.
He understood it
I
with
think.
his good ear. I wrote a note here.
Gosh.
Stubborn tomato.
Ooh, I love Kashi cereal. I think there's some in the cupboard.
What was the stubborn tomato? Someone was cutting a tomato.
Stubborn tomato?
Yeah.
What the heck does that mean?
I don't know.
Why do you write notes like that? You should
I
write.
don't know. Well,
Something more than stubborn
normally I'll have
tomato.
my script I can flip through because I know what happened on page 51 was
But we didn't bring the script.
occurrence of the. Well, I wasn't gonna bring him to Christmas.
Yeah, stubborn tomato. I have no idea. It's at the very end. You have stubborn tomato, and you don't have that son was shot.
No, I don't.
She was shot. Chuck 'em bang.
Was she
What's
shot
up
with a
that
tomato?
bang? She was shot with by a stubborn
Did
tomato.
they throw a tomato at her and
Yeah.
she wasn't really shot? She was just tomato.
Oh, the tomato.
I
What's that
hate
thing
tomatoes.
about evil tomatoes? Wasn't that a cartoon or something?
There was Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. It actually was a movie first.
Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Wasn't that the song?
Attack of the Tomatoes. They're evil. They're greasy. What is it?
Oh, do you want to hear the theme song of my favorite thing in Wisconsin? Squeaky, squeaky, squeaky cheese. It's the only cheese that squeaks. Squeak, squeak. We had cheese curds today. They weren't squeaky cheese, but they were pretty good. But cheese curds are Wisconsin's staple. Cheese in general. I think I've eaten more cheese in the last week than I have in my entire life. What on earth are you doing? What are you doing?
I don't know. What is this?
Oh God, Artie's finding scary stuff on the internet, looking up, and I'm. What?
There
Dude.
it is.
This is the song.
Attack of the killer tomatoes! Attack of the killer
Is it in
tomatoes!
German? Oh my God, I don't know.
They'll eat you, bash you, squish you, mash you, chew you
Up for lunch and finish you off for dinner or brunch.
That's good enough. Aren't you glad that you tuned in to hear Jorge sniffling and the attack of the killer tomatoes? Now he's looking up the squeaky cheese song. I just sang it. You don't have to. You don't have to find it. They know what it sounds like, and if they're from Wisconsin, they know.
All right. The last thing I have is Saeed pops up like Martin Sheen.
Yeah, you have that, and you don't have that son got shot.
Yeah.
And I can't even
I like
remember
that.
what
I
happened
like
in
that.
the script.
Saeed pops up out of the water like in Apocalypse Now.
I didn't saw it. Never saw
I hope that's how I pictured it in my head. We'll see.
it. But as far as the script, as far as like the thing, okay, so son gets shot, but we don't have the script with us, and I can't even really remember how that ends. But I think it's like there's like a an all-out gunfire just going everywhere. Like Mikhail comes in, and then that's when his eye gets shot, and then Jen's like, "Whew, thank God, I killed him," or whatever. And then he looks over at Son, and she's like, ah. And then I have my note says, Son is shot, pregnant.
Uh-huh.
So she says, I think, I'm pregnant to Jin.
Uh-huh.
So she's pregnant and she's been shot. Now, I don't remember what happens after that, but I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
we
that's
don't
the
know.
end.
Yeah, a cliffhanger.
Yeah. Is that going to be answered? Probably not.
Why not?
Because that's their episode. That's it.
Yeah, but
And we already saw the other side where it was Saeed's story, and we saw Jin, and now we saw the other side of the story. So how are they going to go back to that?
they will.
She's going to die? Do you think she's going to die?
We'll see.
And the little baby?
We'll crawl out on its own.
Oh, God.
Dead body.
Oh, my God.
He will crawl out its own and chew off his own umbilical cord because he'll be born with teeth.
Oh, my God. You are sick.
What?
First of all, the thought of a baby crawling out of a dead human's area is like the most frightening thing I've ever heard of. Then you have to add in that it's born with teeth and it chews off its own umbilical cord. That's disgusting.
Well,
That sounds like something from like
that's a baby that wants to survive.
Ugh.
Well, that's what happened in the original V. In the original V, first the one baby came out and it was the tongue baby, right?
Oh God, that one scared me.
And then the second baby came out, and the doctor was like, ah, and they didn't even touch it, and the baby crawled down on its own. Was like, ah, I'm getting out of here. And it was the lizard one,
did?
the one that didn't survive.
Oh God. That's probably what's, because in the end, that lady in this version, she's
With the V, yeah.
with the V, half V, baby.
Right. Now we're going to have to do a V podcast from this point forward.
There is nothing
Welcome
to
to the-
podcast
oh,
about because
okay.
it's off the air for until March. Boo! Bring it back, bring it back. We love it.
All right. Thank you for listening to the
Anything else to add?
Wisconsin version of the Geronimo Jack Spear podcast.
Oh, yes, it's been exciting.
I have nothing else to add.
We're going to go sledding on Monday.
Oh, tomorrow we'll probably be seeing the lady
Packers
who
What lady?
who made our logo.
Oh, yes. The
Marla.
lady. I like how you say the lady like she's old.
The lady. No.
That old broad.
She's old timey.
No, she's not.
She's a lady. Because
No.
we're going to the court and see
What?
the nobles.
I guess that's it.
Man, this
From
was a
the
great
cold, Yeah, this was awesome.
one.
So from the cold north,
Thanks for stopping by.
aloha.
See you next week.
Okay, we just watched it. Well, that explains the stubborn tomato.
Yes. As we watched it, I said, "Oh, that was the stubborn tomato."
The sexy time. That was it was almost uncomfortable. It was almost like we were watching something we weren't supposed to.
I know. I was like, "Whoa, is she gonna take a? Whoa, I'm seeing more of Yunjin. Whoa!" It was like, oh man, it's like seeing just a good friend get it. I don't know. It was just weird. It was a little uncomfortable. But why was her bra strap so thick? That was my question.
Did we discuss why Locke didn't turn into the smoke to chase Sundown or anything? Like, what that whole chase moment was for? Aside from getting her to hit her head? Because he chased her for a while.
He did. Yeah, I don't know why he didn't.
It's not like he couldn't
maybe
turn
he's
into smoke
scared.
and be on the other side of her immediately and be like,
Really?
looking for me?
Maybe he's scared. Like, oh, if I turn into smoke, though, I might accidentally kill her.
The moment in the mirror I thought was good. That was the little wink
Oh,
there.
with Yunjin. Yeah, that was good.
I like the callback, and it's not a thing, it's a who about referring to the package.
Right.
I just feel like a bunch of podcasters are going to use that package line as like their opening bumper, to make it sound
When Winmore says,
make it sound dirty.
I want you to see my package, or whatever
Yeah.
he said.
How it's kind of weird seeing Andrew Divoff with both eyes.
It is. And he looked good. He looked like he, well, I guess he was kind of scrubby.
Doesn't look like a pirate at all.
Yeah, he didn't look like a pirate or like a scrub. He looked like, he cleans up nice.
But yeah, obviously getting his eyes shot out, just another
That was awesome.
that whole idea of like course correction.
Oh, I know what I was going to say.
What were you gonna say?
Whenever I see people in movies or TV get their mouth taped with duct tape or whatever,
Oh yeah, right.
why can't they just like lick the tape and like like breathe on the tape to make it sweaty in there and lick it and then get it off?
I don't know. Why don't I go get some duct tape and we'll test it?
Okay.
I'll tape you up and then we'll see if you can.
I don't think we have duct tape, but
I think I might be able to dig some up
I think I've already tried it probably once.
with duct tape.
No, but I mean, I think I probably tried it, like, I don't know, just goofing around or something.
You emphasize the T in duct tape a lot when.
Because people say duct tape, and that's
Yeah.
not right. It's duct tape.
Yeah, but when they say duct tape, the T, it goes from a T to a T. So
Duct tape.
yeah, so maybe they are saying it. I mean, it's not like you're asking them to spell it.
Oh, brother. Do you have
No.
any other notes?
No one thinks it's tape for ducks.
Do you have any other notes?
I mean, maybe you did when you were little, but then you learned when you had to buy it.
Well, I did when I was little. Do you have any other notes?
Like when I was just realized fairly recently that the lobsters have two different claws.
Right.
I don't have any other notes.
All right, that's it for 610 The Package. Don't forget you can email us at geronimojackspirit@yahoo.com.
Be sure to check geronimojackspirit.blogspot.com. Sometimes we put little stuff like I threw in that picture this weekend of Morelli from Apaterno.
Don't forget you can become a fan of us on Facebook, and you can also buy GJB merch at the one and only link on our geronimojacksper.blogspot.com webpage.
Just go to the blog spot, click on the links from there, and then you'll be safe because you'll go to our setup places.
All right, thanks everybody for listening.
And see you next week.